This is a company that my father started in 1947, and we started as a small transformer manufacturer, tiny little business upstairs in a building at the back of Myers in town, which I remember as a kid. What we'll do today is have a tour around our place to show you what we make and what might be of interest to you and people who are looking at considering a career in the electrical trades or in STEM. First of all, we had a look around the office there. You can see that we use computer tools all the time. We use CAD drafting. Then we walked through to where the boardroom is, where you might have seen some of our old test equipment, and which we keep as museum pieces. Then out to the circuit board assembly area, where we assemble PCBs, hand-soldered PCBs, things that are done in volume, surface mount with very little components, and that's done by external contractors. But since much of what we make is handmade, some of our circuit boards are also hand-assembled too, very carefully by Diane, who might put in 1,000 components and perhaps not make a single mistake. So that's very good stuff. It needs a lot of attention to detail. Looking down into the work area, you could see where equipment was being manufactured, being tested and being fabricated. Everything that we make essentially is based on a design which is then implemented by some engineer's thought and then appears as a physical reality when the trades are finished building it. So we use modern programs like AutoCAD, which is an electrical program. We use circuit board layout programs. We use other software specifically designed for electrical applications. And that's been a big change in my life as an engineer, to go from a slide rule and an adding machine through to things where calculation is done completely, where simulation is done completely. So everything that you make, you could actually have completely on the screen in 3D first before you realise. Next, we went down to Jerry's area where we wind transformers, going right back to the start of what we originally did, right back to the original sort of transformer manufacturing. That's the history of the firm. And we still do that. We manufacture transformers for our own use. We manufacture transformers for defence. We manufacture transformers for our customers around Australia. Transformer manufacture is quite straightforward, but requires a lot of skill to produce a product that's reliable. A transformer of the sort we make might last for 70 years. It's not at all uncommon. Then we had a look at some assembly areas, for instance, spray painting and other light fabrication that we do. Heavy fabrication is done by contractors outside, and I mentioned before we use computer tools a lot, so we will send a computer file, just a 100 kilobyte file, to a sheet metal vendor and get back a complete painted cabinet with everything drilled and ready to go. Then you will have looked at other equipment under assembly. At the moment, in today's assembly things, you'll be seeing there's some equipment that's going to a big grain wharf in Perth. There's equipment going to water protection in Melbourne. There's equipment going up for a gas production rectifier up in far north Queensland. There's some stuff out in the front going over to Saudi Arabia today. So a wide range of diverse equipment of every shape and size, all custom made, all different applications. Then finally, when we've made it, we test it, and you perhaps will have had a brief look at the test area where we apply voltage and current and we check that the thing works. Everything we make is 100% tested. The customers will insist they know the equipment will work as they get it out of the box. Finally, and the last and important part is to dispatch it. So the dispatch area has got crates waiting for shipment, oil called Rectifier. It's going to go over to Perth, and basically after it's gone, then we wish it the very best, and hopefully we'll hear from the customer again over its lifetime.